even better. You can just hold those, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, Willa, let's go to the front for a little bit. See if I see the neighbor and Olivia's coming. Come on, let's go.
Okay, I'm making a caldo verde green soup. It's a Portuguese soup. My husband's Portuguese, so I learned this from his mama. And very easy soup. It's basically a potato soup, but it has collards in it, so it makes it green. And it has chorizo in it, or you can use other types of meat. Sausage. Today I have all I have is pepperoni here at home from a pizza I made last weekend, so I'm just gonna slice that up and use it. So I'm gonna get about 6 for this size pot. I'm just making a small batch. So for this size pot I use about 6 good sized potatoes. So join me in the kitchen today. An onion chopped with olive oil in the pot, and we're gonna brown those up a bit first. And then we have our potatoes. So that's about 6 to 7 potatoes you can use for a medium-sized pot. My garlic, and I have my chives. My chives, when I buy them, you know, if you use collards. When you buy them, they're in big leaves. So when I bring them home, I wash the leaves, dry them, and then roll a few leaves up together, chop it, and I freeze them. So I do use a Ziploc bag for that and freeze them. And then I take about, when I'm doing the soup, about 2 handfuls, and I'll chop this even finer before it goes into the soup. It's really easy soup to make. It's we call it green soup. It's caldo verde. And it's basically, as I said, it's a potato soup. So it's really cheap to make. I mean, this batch I'm making, the kids are coming over today, so there'll be probably 7 of us because my son's bringing his girlfriend too. So that pot will probably be gone today. So I have made bigger pots, and then you have leftovers, which is always good to have. But I'm finding lately just making the medium-sized pot and making like a 1 batch is easier because it's an easy soup to make. So anyway, we'll get cooking here. Okay, I forgot my microphone, so I hope you guys can hear this. So I'm just going to brown the onions first. My husband, he's Portuguese, and he came from Madeira, which is an island off the coast of, really the coast of South Africa. And he came here with his parents and his sisters when he was 6. If you've never been to Madeira, it's a beautiful place. If you ever get a chance, you should go. They call it the Hawaii of Europe. We've been there, I've been there 3 times. My husband's been back 4 times. And it's such gorgeous scenery, you know, everywhere you look is just gorgeous. So this is the soup they have there, and my mother-in-law used to make this all the time. She made it really well. So I kind of learned this from her. I'm going to add my garlic. Mama here? Okay, so sorry about that. My daughter came in and she didn't want to be filmed. So what I've done is I brown the onions a little bit, add the garlic, and then I add my potatoes and let them start to boil, and then I put the collards in. And once the potatoes are soft, I'm going to give them a little bit longer. Once the potatoes are soft, then I blend it up. So once the soup is all blended up, as I said, I just have pepperoni to use, so I just chopped it up into smaller pieces. And I'm going to add that now. A little bit of salt. I added some pepper earlier. It depends how much salt you like. I put about a teaspoon in when I started cooking it, and so I've just added about, I guess, another teaspoon, maybe a little bit more than a teaspoon. The chorizo is a lot better in it because the chorizo has the oils that come out of it and give the soup a lot more flavor. So I prefer using the chorizo. But sometimes you use what you have. And then my secret ingredient. Frank's hot sauce. I added this last time I made it, and everybody really liked it. I never added it before, but I was finishing up a bottle, so I put some water in the bottle and swished it around and added it all. And it tastes really good. So I'm going to add a little bit. You don't have to put the hot sauce in. You can just put a bit of pepper whatever you like. And then just let that simmer. Let it simmer on the stove for, I like letting it simmer for like at least half an hour. If you can let it simmer for an hour, it's even better. And this is a pretty thick soup. So if you prefer it thinner, just add a bit more water to it. I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so that's what we've got. It makes a very hearty soup. It's great actually when you feel kind of under the weather. It's a beautiful soup to have. And my kids just love this. They just devour it. So I'll let that cook for a bit, and then I'll taste it and see if I need more salt or any more Frank's or regular pepper. And that's it. So the cost is very minimal. I mean, I've got 6 potatoes, an onion, about 4 cloves of garlic, collards. Collards are very cheap. And the most expensive part of the soup is whatever meat you want to put in. As I said, the chorizo is the best thing to put in. That makes it really flavorful. So give it a try. I'll post the recipe below. And it's a really good hearty soup to have for a meal. Add some crusty buns to it. And it makes a perfect, especially winter meal, but any time of the year.